Hi, I'm Mr. Frog. For a while now, I've been heavily interested in the Ultimate Iron Man game mode. With this in mind, I wanted to set myself a new challenge. Using standard UIM rules, I want to acquire one of the coolest pets in the game, the Amulet. But there's a catch. In addition to these rules, I will also not be allowed to leave the island of Zeah. This means I will have to obtain all of my gear, stats and supplies in the local areas. Can it be done? Welcome to Overzealous. Welcome back to another episode of Overzealous. I'm going to start this episode off with a few clips of me killing iron dragons. So enjoy the kills I managed to get and some of the drops. Now I'm going to mention they're not that interesting, but nonetheless.
Oh, my hand twitched! No! I just accidentally drank a dose of Stam. Oh, that is so painful. Could be worse. I could have lost all my Stams. That's so annoying though. Oh well, back to square one. And dead. Yo, we got him! Nice! Pug! On kill number 35, we have got ourselves the Runite limbs. That's going to be the Rune Crossbow done. Beautiful. Not too far over the drop rate either. I'm really happy with that. Cool. Still got my depressing Frito stamina potion over here. We're not going to talk about that. But let's go and make ourselves the Rune Crossbow. Off we go. Alright, so we got ourselves the U-log. Go ahead and make that into a stock. Then we can go ahead and add the Runite limbs. Give ourselves the crossbow string, and that is the Rune Crossbow unlocked. Tick that one off the wish list. There's only one thing left to do, and that's get Black Dragonhide, which requires quite a lot of crafting training. But we've got the perfect weapon to do it with. Alright, so the next step is to buy a rune pickaxe, because I do need to do more smithing, and I didn't quite get 72. So we're going to have to mine some mithril and make some more mithril bolts. I probably will be getting rid of the emerald bolts eventually. I don't know if I'm going to commit to turning them all into emerald bolts. I'm definitely not going to enchant them all. Sorry, I forgot what I was going to say there. I'm definitely not going to enchant them all because it's just such a waste of nature's.
Rest in pieces.
I was just death storaging. My torso is in death storage. And now he shows up. I haven't had a Jekyll random in over a week and a half. And now's the time he chooses to show up. If this is not a sign, I don't know what is. I am not going to hunt down the Stams. I really cannot be bothered. This is soul crushing. The small period of time where I don't have the torso on me. I've had it on me for so long. And you show up now. I'm almost certain that even if I could get to the farming guild in time, he'll disappear when I go near the bank. So that sucks. Oh well. We'll get it eventually.
Okay, so slight change of plans. I'm probably going to regret this in terms of invent space, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go actually grab my Harrowlander seeds. I might just grab the seed box to be honest, because it takes the same amount of space. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to start farming herbs while I'm doing smithing. It's a bit of a waste on invent space, but I do need to get through these herbs like
as soon as I possibly can, because I really want to get up to 72 Herblore at some point, and I have like over 90 Haralander seeds, so I really want to use them. And it's going to take quite a while to do. I do have access to 2 herb patches, which is nice. I might grow the Avanto first, actually, now that I think about it, because I've got Avanto partners. But either way, I want to get through the Avanto and Haralander seeds, so we're going to do them as soon as possible, which means I'm going to start farming them right now, and I'm just going to basically waste another 2 slots. It shouldn't be such a big deal, but I am just effectively wasting slots here, which is kind of annoying on an Ultimate Iron Man. But like I said, I need to get the Herblore done. So, I'm going to go grab that, and I'll get back to smithing. Probably see you with level 72, which should be fairly shortly. Alright, this next bar here is going to give us 72 smithing, which is not quite the level to make adamant bolts. It is actually level 73, if I remember this correctly. There we go, 73 for adamant bolts. But rather than grinding out another 94-ish K XP, I'm instead going to go and get myself some Dwarven Stouts, which I can actually just buy in this pub right here. So it's not too difficult. It's going to be a little bit annoying having to drink one every single inventory, but I don't need it to smelt the bars just to make the bolts, so I'll only have to drink one when I'm actually at the anvil, so it won't be too annoying. But that's just going to save me from having to grind at a whole nother level, and I'll be able to make all of these into bolts, and then I'm probably going to keep mining Addy until I run out of coal, so we have a nice stack of adamant bolts, and it also clears up some of the inventory space. But for now, I'm going to need to steal some coins off of these guards. I don't think I need that much. This will probably do about 60 coins, and I'm going to buy like 4 Dwarven Stouts, and I'll just keep repeating that as I am smithing these into bolts, which hopefully should not take too long. And then once we get 73, I won't need to drink the potion, the drink anymore. I guess it is kind of a potion, it's a boost, right? But yeah, I won't have to drink that anymore once I hit 73, so that's going to be great. Anyway, let's go get ourselves the Dwarven Stouts, and I'll get on to making some adamantite bolts, finally. Okay, assuming that we don't run out of our boost until the end of this inventory, we will be finally finished with all the adamantite ore that we had stacked up from Sarachnis. That is going to be the final one, and our boost is probably going to run out in a moment. There you go, it just went. We've got 9,160 bolts, haven't quite hit 73, we only need 2,000 XP, which is actually only another 21 adamant bars, so I'll probably be able to do it in the next inventory. In fact, exactly the next inventory, I think, if I do this right. I will have to go and get myself another Dwarven Stout, though. Completely forgot what they were called for a second. So what we're going to do is we're actually just going to mine up some adamantite ore here. Sorry, struggled with that. And then I'm going to be using the noted coal to make adamant bolts. And I'm basically going to continue doing this until I run out of coal. Just to make the most out of my coal, and then I've got loads of bolts ready for raids. Like I said, I am about to get 73, so I won't need the drink anymore after that, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. But I'll probably see you guys with the level. Yeah, I had a feeling this is going to happen. I grabbed myself an extra Dwarven Stout, but this should allow us to finish off the level, and this is going to get us to 73. There we go. I had an extra one. Not a big deal. 73 smithing. That allows us to officially make adamant bolts now without boosting, which is absolutely amazing. So we're going to go ahead and make this last one here. And then I'm going to spend the rest of this making Addy bolts, which is about another 2.1k bolts. So that's going to be a really nice stack when I'm done. Let's get grinding. Oh my god, it has been weeks since I last had a Jekyll random. I've gone through so much smithing. The awkward part about this, though, is that I'm kind of intent on just stopping with the stand potions for now, because basically I'm going to be doing Red Dragon Grind soon, and there was a few things I need to do beforehand, but I was kind of hoping I'd finish the stams within that time. Oh my god, I just got an exam random on Solus at the same time. Make sure I don't miss that. Yeah, and this is only going to be, well, effectively my first stam potion now, because I accidentally clicked on the other one. So I'd still have another 9 to go, and I'm through at least halfway of the grinds that I wanted to do before I got Red Dragons. I was kind of hoping to get a Jekyll random maybe once every couple of days. It's been about 2 weeks since I last got a Jekyll random, and I know what I'm doing requires me to hop a lot, and that's probably why. But I'm going to quickly claim this before I forget to. But yeah, that's going to be a stam potion. Yeah, I know that's probably the reason why I don't really get the randoms, but even like
prior to that, and even just in general, when I get randoms, I never get a Jackal random. Like, this is the first Jackal random I've had in a couple of weeks, but I've had so many other randoms. I've had multiple, like, Genie, Dunce, Mysterious Old Man randoms. I get loads of them. I've had Arnav way more times than I can count, probably like 8 or 9 times or something. But I just don't get the Jackal randoms. So, I was intent on giving up with this, and I think what I'm going to realistically do is not so much give up, but I think while I'm doing Red Dragons, I'm going to leave the Stam Potion in the Death Storage. Because, worst comes to worst, I accidentally die at Red Dragons and I lose 1 Stam Potion. But best case scenario, I don't die there, and I have an extra one for when I want to stack up afterwards. So I only have to collect 9 instead of 10. Because if I do want to collect more right now, I am going to have to go and get more Toadstools from Puro, which I could do. I'm not really quite decided on that yet. As I said, I was going to give up on it. I didn't expect to get the random, so that's why this clip's being made a bit on the spot. I may go get more Toadstools, may try and get some more stamps before I start the Red Dragons, but I'm probably going to leave it in the Death Storage, and if I do happen to die there, then I will lose the potions, but that is just how it is. I do need the invent space for the Red Dragon grind, so it's going to have to be done. I think I might have to get 77 rune crafting before I do Red Dragons, so maybe I can get some more during that. I really don't know. I'm going to have to think about this. Okay, so I made the decision. I am going to go and bite the bullet, and we are going to continue to collect stams. And like I said, I'm going to store them with the Death Storage. If I happen to get to Red Dragons and I still don't have 10, that's probably what I'm going to plan on doing. However, I need to collect some more Toadstools, but this time I am going to use Dark Lure. Now, I don't know how much these cost. How much do they go up by? Hardly anything. I'll probably buy like 50 a world. I'm going to take about 200 casts of Dark Lure. We've got 7.1k nat, so I should be okay. And I'm going to head over to Puro, and we're basically just going to catch like 200 Nature Implings, and whatever we get from that is what I'll hold on to for now. If I need to get more in the future, I can easily just go back to Puro. It's not that incredibly difficult, but as much as you guys know I hate the place, I don't want to camp there for hours and hours on end. I'm just going to catch about 200 Nature Implings, and we're going to move on. So we're catching ourselves some Nature Implings, and I've come across one of these. I very rarely come across lucky Implings, but I did manage to find one, and yet I can't catch it. Unfortunate, but on we go. And there we have it. That is going to be 200 casts to use. This is the last Nature Impling. What do we get? Get ourselves a coconut, and delightful. I did use 200 casts of Dark Lure here, but that doesn't necessarily mean I caught 200 Nature Implings. Some of them were used on other Implings, and some of them splashed. But then also, I caught some of them without having to use the Dark Lure, so I caught about 200. We're going to say about 200 Nature Implings. We did manage to get ourselves 4 Toadstools, which is going to be really nice. It's going to suffice for a little while. Obviously, it won't get me the full 10, but I can easily just come back and restock whenever I need to. I also caught a bunch of Magpie Implings, as you can see by the inventory. We've got some Amulets of Power, Rune Square Shield, Rune Warhammer, Dragon Dagger. I'm just going to be selling all of these. Actually, no, I might just go and change the spellbook and alch them, actually. I don't know why I'm even contemplating that. Yeah, I'll probably just go and alch most of this. Probably sell off, like, the Rings of Life and the Forgings. I don't know how much they alch for. I might have a quick look beforehand. Get us some extra cash. Why not? The jar generator still has 46 charges, which is quite a lot. But honestly, it's so easy to get. I really don't care. I'm just going to get rid of it again. It's really convenient though when you're doing this, because you don't have to fill up your invent with jars and then have to keep going and getting more. Just grab a jar generator and you can take them out when you need them. So I do really like having this. We're going to make our way out of Puro back to Zeah. But I do want to say, honestly, doing Puro with Dark Lure is way better than doing it without it. This is the first time I've actually used the spell here, and honestly, I really wish I'd used it sooner. The only issue with it is the fact that it costs Nature Runes, and as you guys know, Nature Runes aren't that easy to come by on this account, so it is a little bit inconvenient in terms of supplies, but it's 1 Nature Rune per cast, so if I can just get like 500 Nature Runes, I can stay here for a very long time, and I may well do that in the future, because the reason I usually hate Puro is because they run away, but if I can just bring them back to me, it completely removes that issue. Anyway, we also caught
2 Dragon Implings while we were here, which got us 6 Snapdragon Seeds and 15 Summer Pies. The Summer Pies, not really useful. Not useful at all, if I'm honest. But the Snapdragon Seeds, really good for Herbal XP. I don't think I'll be using Super Restores on this account, just because I have an excess of Prayer Potions, and I don't actually need Super Restores in any situation where I can't already just get it myself. For example, the only 2 times I'll ever need Restores is for Brews, and one of those is from the Grubby Chest, which will also give me Restores when I get Brews anyway, and the other one is in Raids, which I could just make Restores in Raids. So I don't need, like, it'll be the Xerix Aid from Raids, it won't be the actual Brews. So I don't actually need Super Restores, so I would probably just use them for Herbal XP, because I do really want to get 72 at some point. I'm kind of rambling on now. Gonna probably clear up all this invent, get rid of everything. Also got an Eclectic Impling here, which, by the way, I was holding on to. Clue Scroll? Okay, I can't do that. I was holding on to so that when the Imp Defenders came along, they'd free that instead of my other ones, like my Nature Implings and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna go sort out this entire invent, and I will probably head back to mining and smithing. I'm gonna need to read Death Storage so to put my money back and put the Stand Potion in and sort all that out. But yeah, I'll probably see you guys with maybe a smithing level.